1912S Liberty Head nickel. Only 238,000 coins were made this year, making it one of the key dates of the series, along with the 1885 and 1886. They were struck over a period of 4 days in San Francisco, and are one of the more expensive coins in the series. Although overall grading population just suggests that there are more of these than in mint state than the 85 and 86. Even the 12D and the 1894, I think a lot of those coins that are, in albums and things just haven't been graded. But since this is a higher dollar coin, most of them that are in good shape have been submitted. I think when I was checking, there are several thousand in mint state. I'll have to add some detail on that, but this is one of the harder dates to find, and if you're putting together a mint state set like I am, you're gonna expect to pay a good amount for a nice example. This coin is very, very well struck for a 12S. Most of them are not as well defined on the stars, and I'll show you the reverse in a second, but there's one mark kind of below her ear, the back of her neck there, that maybe keeps this from a 65, and then one on the back that I think is a little more noticeable. But other than that, I mean, the eye appeal of this coin in hand for a 64, you're just not going to find many 64s that are this nice, a good gold toning, kind of yellow and some red on the rim. Just a hard date to find really attractive like this, and a lot of them more poorly struck. There are a number of coins in this date and in San Francisco that are well struck, and there's a certain die irregularity that I've kind of noticed in all of those. I'll speak to it, but can't really give a lot of close-ups just with the camera set up here. But this coin get a 64 from PCGS. I have most of mine are NGC coins, but I was able to work directly with the dealer out of Norfolk for this coin, and he made me a very competitive deal on it. And it's definitely the most expensive one in the set so far. And the reverse, every single kernel of the corn is fully struck. That's very rare to find for a 12S. The spacing of the dies was certainly a factor, meaning this one was probably, and I think the run of coins that I've been looking at that are well struck, they all have kind of similar die break or die chip along the rim, kind of about 5 dentals below the S, and then there's some other identifying marks, but every single kernel of this corn is well struck. That's very uncommon for 12S to have. There is that big mark right on the crest of the V, kind of where it meets, that I think helped keep this one below a 64, or below a 65 rather. But overall, a really nice coin. I mean, market price for this would be about 1800 to 21, 22, depending on the eye appeal and if you're in an auction for it or whatnot. But definitely a nice coin. One of the pillars to putting this set together in terms of rarity and cost. I think if you were gonna get a 62, you could probably find maybe an in-person deal in the 1500 level, 15 to 18 maybe for the lower mint state, and just getting higher from there. But this is one of the nicest coins in the collection so far, and I certainly won't be getting a 64 1885 or anything like that. But I think for this date in general, just be patient, and I've said that on every date so far, but know that finding a really well struck coin is going to be hard, particularly the reverse corn and then all the stars. So maybe find a good meeting in the middle. You just know you're gonna have a hard time finding a coin that meets those specifics. But this one, to me, this is the nicest struck 12S I've ever seen, and certainly a really good eye appeal for a 64.